everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And in today's review we're going to take a look at the new DC Collectibles New 52 Zatanna figure, which is part of their Justice League Dark series. And the figure comes packaged in your standard DC Collectible style window box packaging. You've got the Justice League Dark logo up at the top. Then you've got the figure clearly displayed in the window box packaging. For this particular figure and the figures in this line, we've got a white box with dark purple borders, I guess, to match the Justice League Dark look for the characters. On the one side you have the darkened image of the character, and then on the other side you have an image of the figure, and it tells us this figure was sculpted by Karen Palenko. And then on the back we have a little thumbnail image up at the top of the character with a little brief bio, and then we have a look at some other figures coming. John Constantine, which was also released this week as part of the Justice League Dark series. And then we also have New 52 versions of Hawkman and Stargirl. Okay, so let's get this figure open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging, and I've got to say that I think DC Collectibles has done a really nice job on this figure. No significant paint blemishes or quality control issues on my figure. I think it came out looking very true to what you see in the New 52 titles for the Zatanna figure. She's got that outfit that's kind of reminiscent of her classical tux outfit, but a little bit different. She continues to have the fishnet stockings, and I really think that this is one of the nicer things about this figure. These are painted on her legs, but they really look like they're almost like real fishnets, which we have seen DC Collectibles do in the past with previous figures like Black Canary, but these are actually painted on. But they've done such a nice job that you almost have to like kind of touch the leg to tell that they're actually painted and not real fishnets. So I think they did a really stellar job there, and both on the front and the back of the leg, they've done a nice job there. She has that cape that is the typical soft vinyl material that we see with most DC Collectible figures. It's not removable, and then she also has the tails on the back of her jacket, which are also made with that same kind of soft rubbery vinyl material, and then underneath that is just her suit. I like how they've sculpted the hair for the most part. Again, the hair is a pretty soft vinyl material, so it has flexibility, so it doesn't totally prohibit the movement of her head. We'll go in more detail on that when we look at the articulation. Face sculpt on this figure I think is decent. Some of the angles, I don't know, she almost has kind of like a blank stare, but for the most part I think they've done a pretty good job here with the face sculpt. Her stands right about at the 7-inch mark. She is a little bit shorter, just a hair shorter than the Greg Capullo DC Collectibles Batman figure. She does have the heels, so that gives her a little bit of extra height. And she actually doesn't, she actually stands pretty well for a figure on heels, so that's pretty good. Figure does not come with any accessories at all. Now I know that the new, or at least I'm pretty sure she doesn't usually have that magic top hat in the New 52 version. At least most of the time I've seen her, she's not wearing that, so I don't think that's actually something that she has in the New 52 version. So I can't really fault the figure for not having like that as an accessory, but it still would have been kind of a nice nod to the character, since that is something that at least I typically think of when I think of the Zatanna character. Maybe a wand too. Articulation is pretty standard with what you would expect from DC Collectibles. The head is on a ball joint. She can look left and right even with the long hair. She has a little bit of down movement, not really any up movement because of the hair. Arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joints and aren't terribly restricted by the movement of the cape. The cape, you know, being flexible and all, she still has pretty good movement there at the shoulder. She's got the bicep swivel. She has a single hinged elbow, so she can bend her elbow about that much. She does not have any kind of wrist articulation with the way the sleeve is sculpted, with the sleeve of her outfit coming over her fingers and everything. They did not even give her a swivel because of that. So no wrist articulation there. No midsection articulation. Legs are on ball joints. She can get her leg forward about that much. Back. And then she can do the splits about that much. She has single hinge knee. She also has a thigh swivel, which is hidden by the top of her long boot. And then she has the single hinge knee. She doesn't have a whole lot of movement at the knee. And then she has hinges on the at the ankle. No swivel or pivot, but she does have the hinges at the ankle. And then she has no peg holes at the bottom of her feet. So that's my review. Overall, I think this is a pretty solid figure. If you're a fan of Zatanna, then I think you'll definitely want to pick this one up. My only real complaint is I missed the top hat and the magic wand, but again, I can't really fault the figure for that because I just don't think those are things that she uses in this latest incarnation. But you know, like I said, I really like the paintwork, especially with the fishnet stockings. Face sculpt is fair and definitely, like, you know, not problems with the eyes like we've seen with some previous female DC collectible figures. So I'm definitely happy with that. So this figure is hitting shelves, comic and specialty shops now. So if you want to pick her up, be sure to check with your local store or your favorite online e-tailer. And until next time, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you later.